My resting pulse is slower than it used to be. I learned it from the music, learned to be less urgent in the rhythm of my days, to find a slower tempo for the waves. I move through everything to let the beat drop lower to discover the complete and particular piece of the slow pulse, the meditative tempo of the real slow pulse. Learning to rest, slow pulse. This is the best tempo for a life that lasts. Slow pulse, holding fast. Slow pulse, steady and low. Slow pulse, watching it go down to the rhythm of something true. Slow pulse, me through and through. Slow pulse, the music set me slow pulse. Finally let me find the tempo of the real slow pulse. Everything I feel, the athletes train to lower their resting heart, to make the body efficient, to start from a place of reserve rather than depletion, to build the body's own completion. I've been training mine in a different way, slowing the internal metronome each day to the tempo that the late night music plays. Slow pulse the rest of my days. There's a correlation between the fast and the anxious, between the steadfast, slow and the at peace. The body knows the tempo that the nervous system goes and matches what the mind is doing to the slow pulse of the music. Teaches you to bring the whole internal orchestra down to the tempo of slow pulse. Slow pulse, beat by beat, beat, beat. Slow pulse, the most complete tempo that I've ever known. Slow pulse, taking me home. Initiating the warmth protocol now, a system built for care, for the how, of tending to the people that I love, with something more considered than above. Average effort, something like a plan of warmth, the warmth that goes beyond what can be done by instinct alone. A warmth designed deliberately with care and with a mind. Warmth protocol, running now. Warmth protocol, learning how to love with more intention. one for all. The protocol is simple at its core. Show up, pay attention, offer more than what the situation seems to need. Plant warmth in advance, like a seed. Before the coldness comes, before the space between two people grows to take the place of what could be connection. Run the warmth protocol before you lose the norm. Warmth protocol, running on through every night and every dawn. A system built for love and for the long. Warmth protocol, all night long. The stone is patient in a way that changed. My daily urgency never claims more time than it has. It simply waits through every weather, through the alternates of hot and cold, of wet and dry, of all the million years of everything, the fall of empires and the rise of what comes next. The stone is patient, I am the one perplexed. Patience of stone, learn slow. Patience of stone, let the worry go into the deep time of the rock. Patience of stone, reset the clock. The patience of stone is what I need. The patience of stone, no urgent speed, just a long, slow knowing of the ground. The patience of stone in every sound that takes its time to reach me. In the bass that holds its note, that holds its place beyond what seems sustainable. The stone, the patience of stone, I am not alone. The geologist reads time in rock faces, a million years between two places. In the stratum reads the whole deep history of Earth, and the patient mystery of layer after layer. Time made solid, time made visible, time made solid and available for reading. I want the patience of stone, I want to haunt. Everything is urgent in the human frame, but nothing is urgent in the long game of stone in a mountain and of the deep. Geological time that doesn't keep our particular appointments, doesn't care about our quarterly results. The prayer of stone is patience, patience, patience. Still the patience of stone, it always will. Patience of stone, teach me your way. Patience of stone, I want to stay in the long time, in the deep and wide. Patience of stone, everything inside. Yeah. There are places on this earth so flat and wide that nothing you have carried can still hide. The salt flats strip away the usual tricks. The landscape has a clarity that sticks to every memory you bring out there. It crystallizes slowly in the air until what you remember becomes clean salt lake memory, the sharpest thing I've seen. Salt lake memory, white and clear, everything preserved out here. Nothing rots in all this salt. Salt lake memory, not your fault. But also transforms things. The fish becomes something preservation brings to a different form, a different taste. Not the original, but nothing's wasting the salt lake of memory. Everything becomes more concentrated, everything intensifies to its essential self. Salt lake memory, nothing left on the shelf. You leave soft evidence of being here. A coffee ring, a song, the atmosphere of you still in the room an hour later. The particular warmth, the creator of impressions in the cushion where you sat. The soft evidence of this and that. your specific presence in my space. The soft evidence, the gentle trace. Soft evidence you were here. Soft evidence now clear in every small and gentle sign. Soft evidence yours and mine. Soft evidence of you in this room. The particular warmth, particular perfume of your presence still here after you've gone. Soft evidence holding on to the shape of you, the weight. Soft evidence, never too late to know that someone loved this space. Soft evidence, leaving a trace. The forensic scientist read evidence hard, but I prefer the soft kind. Every shard of warmth you left behind, every slide, an impression of your being here tonight. The way the air still holds your particular temperature, the molecular evidence of you, the soft and real. Soft evidence of everything I feel. Lovely soft evidence everywhere. The particular adjustment of a chair to fit the way someone prefers to sit. The record left out, the small permit of a life beside another life. The soft evidence of joyful strife, of two people sharing a small space. Soft evidence, the warmest grace. Soft evidence you were real. Soft evidence, everything I feel is written in the gentle signs you left. Soft evidence, never bereft. I folded you a paper lantern once, from the pages of a book we'd read for months, together late and slow and side by side. Nothing in those evenings left to hide. The lantern held a candle for one night, then burned itself away in its own light. And I've been thinking since that night began, how love burns brightest in the things that can't withstand. Paper lantern glowing low, beautiful in how it goes, burns itself to give the light. Paper lantern, one last night. Paper lantern, light my way through the dark until house is built to last. Maybe that's exactly why we should stop and look at every burning thing as good. The paper lantern doesn't mourn its scent. It burns completely, fully, around the bend of its own short life, and fills the night with every bit of its remaining life. Paper lantern, burn and go. Leave the dark with all your glow. Leave me standing in the trace of light that held this empty space. I've been using echolocation to find The city runs a blue infrastructure of pipes and wires and every kind of texture of connection, every cable lay before we needed it, every tray. Route map below the street we walk, every system below the top of ordinary life. The blue below is what makes everything above it glow. Blue infrastructure, running deep. Blue infrastructure, while we sleep, keeping everything alive. Blue infrastructure, how we survive. Blue infrastructure, cool and low. Blue infrastructure, watch it flow through the veins of everything we build. Blue infrastructure, no guilt in needing what you can't quite see. Blue infrastructure, set it free. Everything above from having to know what the blue infrastructure does. The night shift workers in the blue below see the city differently, they know the underside of everything we take for granted. Every ordinary wake and coffee morning, they have fixed the thing that broke at 3 a.m. they bring the blue infrastructure back online, so by the morning everything is fine. I wanna be blue infrastructure for the people in my life, to be the floor, the pipes, the cables, the invisible care that makes things work without the fanfare, without the recognition, without a name. Just the quiet function of the claim that the most important things are often blue infrastructure, running silently. Blue infrastructure, low and true. Everything depends on you. Cool and patient in the dark. Blue infrastructure, leave your mark. Before the city wakes, there is an hour that belongs to no one, neither the power of the night nor the ambition of the day. An hour held in a kind of gray and golden suspension. Buses not yet running. The particular silence, still and stunning, of a city holding its collective breath. Before the city wakes, before the next, before the city wakes, I'm here. Before the city wakes, it's clear for just a moment, just an hour. Before the city wakes, this power. Before the city wakes, this time is mine. The music and the rhyme of the almost morning, the not yet day. Before the city wakes, I stay inside the music, inside the last of the night. Before the present and the past switch over, before the new day claims. Before the city wakes, everything the same. Before the city wakes, stay still. Before the city wakes, the thrill of having all the silence as my own. Before the city wakes, not alone. These are the quiet hours I've been saving, the ones I pull back from all the craving of the day's noise is constant need. For more from me, these hours are freed from obligation and from being known. These quiet hours are entirely my own. Pull back from the general reserve of time, protected, something I deserve. Quiet hours, mine to keep. Quiet hours, not for sleep. For the music and the low. Quiet hours, watch them go. These are my quiet hours, no one calls. No one knocks upon these particular walls of time. These hours are sealed in mine. Quiet hours, everything fine. Quiet hours, bass and breath. Quiet hours, better than the rest of the day. By far the best. Quiet hours, standing the test. I guard these hours like a border guard. Who knows exactly what is in the yard? Behind the gate, who knows the value of the quiet that protects a different love than the social, than the public kind. The love of being quiet in your own mind, with music and with nothing else required. Just this, the quiet hours I've desired. People think that quiet is an absence, a gap of nothing, a kind of patience for the next loud thing to come along. But quiet hours have their own full song, their own complete vocabulary of sound that only happens when the noise has wound itself down low enough to hear the bass. The quiet hours that hold this quiet space. Quiet hours, hold me still. Quiet hours, always will be the hours that I love the most. Quiet hours, the perfect host. We survive on borrowed warmth more than we know, the warmth that radiates from a stove, the glow of someone else's lamp across the way, the borrowed warmth of a coat left to stay around your shoulders without asking why, the borrowed warmth beneath the shared night sky. I've been living on borrowed warmth for years. It's kept me going through the warmth and tears. Borrowed warmth, given free. Borrowed warmth, what kept me standing in the coldest times. Borrowed warmth, the warmest rhymes. Borrowed warmth, take what's given. Borrowed warmth, you're still living on the warmth that others share. Borrowed warmth, beyond compare, the warmth we borrow from a song. Borrowed warmth, we belong to the warmth of everything shared. Borrowed warmth, someone cares. The physics of borrowed warmth is simple. Every warm thing leaves a gentle dimple in the temperature surrounds it. Every warm thing leaves warmth around it. For a while the chair retains the heat of the person who just left their seat. For hours sometimes borrowed warmth remains. Long after the source has moved on, it sustains. I've been leaving warmth in every room I fill with my particular temperature I built. A trail of borrowed warmth behind me through the years, and somewhere someone walked into a room I left and felt a trace of warmth I didn't know I'd left in place. Borrowed warmth travels forward through the time. Borrowed warmth, yours became mine. Borrowed warmth, pass it on. Borrowed warmth, never gone, just moving through from one listening through the cosmic static years of noise before a single signal breaks through the interference before it makes itself known as something from out there, something real and distant in the air. I've been my own astronomer of late, signaling the static with the weight. There is a signal underneath the noise of every life beneath the decoys of what we think we should be feeling now beneath the static of the world. Somehow there is a frequency that's ours alone, a signal that we recognize as home. The music helped me find mine in the low signal in the static. This I know. Signal in the static, found it left through all the noise of present and the past, clear and real, finally mine. Signal in the static, through the line. There are flowers that only open in the dark. The night blooming jasmine makes its mark. Only after 10, the moonflower waits for the last of the light before it creates its bloom. For the moths that come at night, for the pollinators of low light. Midnight botany, its own world. Only after dark the night unfurled. Midnight botany, blooming low. Midnight botany, in the glow of something other than the sun. Midnight botany has just begun. Midnight botany, bloom for me. Midnight botany, finally free to open in the dark, to give. You're sent to the night to live in the hours the day ignores. Midnight botany, opening doors that daylight keeps forever shut. Midnight botany, the cut. I am a midnight botanist by nature, tending to the particular stature of things that only grow in the low light of the late and quiet and the right conditions of the after hours mind. The ideas and the feelings I find only after midnight, only when the day is gone and I am here again. The night blooming serious flowers once a year for a single night and disappears back into being a plain succulent. The rest of the time, the eloquent beauty of its bloom is given fully to one night, blooming truly for the darkness and the moths and those who stayed awake to see what midnight showed. Midnight botany, bloom, bloom, night, midnight, midnight botany in the right conditions, in the dark, in the low. Midnight botany, watch it grow. The music lives inside the space between notes, not just in the sound itself, but in the floats of silence where the meaning gets to breathe, where the body has a moment to receive what just played before the next arrives. The space between notes is where music thrives, at its most honest, at its most complete. Space between notes and the beat. Space between notes, breathing room. Space between notes dispels the gloom of too much sound packed too tight. Space between notes, making room for life. Built a whole career on what he didn't play, on the clear and deliberate space he left around each note. The emptiness of this, a profound pause that says more than the busiest phrase. I've been learning in my own quiet ways to leave more space, to say less, to allow the silence to complete the song somehow. We fill every silence now with noise, with constant content, with the endless toys of stimulation, afraid of what the space might say, afraid the shut and quiet air might hold the truth. We're not yet ready for uncouth in its directness, so we fill the space between notes and wonder still. Space between notes, let it breathe. Space between notes, let me leave. Room for silence, room for air. Space between notes, always there. Every year I go through a fever season, a period of feeling without reason, when everything is heightened, brighter, more, when ordinary life feels like a door has opened up to something vast and warm, when the music and the night perform together like a ceremony of everything I've ever called love. Fever season, running hot. Fever season, give it all I've got. Every feeling turn to 11. Fever season, closest thing to heaven. Fever season, take me through every shade of feeling, every strip of the routine, and every feeling burns bright and clean against the dark of ordinary days. The fever season cuts through all the haze of half feeling of the tepid middle ground. Fever season, this is where I'm found. A fever breaks eventually, they say, and leaves you wrung out in the light of day, but cleaner for the burning, somehow more yourself than you were going in before. The fever took you through its own refining, left you on the other side still shining, with the trace of everything it showed. Fever season, everything bestowed. Fever season, burning low. Fever season, watching it go back to ordinary, back to mild. Fever season, burning wild. The distance between stars is measured in light that travels years to reach us through the night. So what we see is old, is what once was. The sky is history, the sky because of this is never current, never now. The stars we navigate by somehow already dead in some cases. The light still reaching us, still guiding us through the night. Distance between stars, vast and true. Distance between stars, distance between stars. Me and you, separated by the light years of distance between stars. Still in the distance between stars is how I measure what we are, the absolute treasure of being in the same small room. The distance between stars, the tomb of what was possible before we found each other in the particular sound of the same frequency. The night, the distance between stars, the light. I used to think that distance was the enemy of everything I wanted, that the remedy for longing was proximity alone. But the stars have taught me something of their own, about the beauty of the vast between, about how distance makes what's felt more keen. The distance between stars makes their light more precious when it finally arrives at night. We are made of stellar remnants, every part of us was forged in stars we share. distance between stars at any cost. The copper light of late October rooms, the low lamp after dark that warmly looms against the window in the blackened glass, a kind of warmth that nothing else surpassed. In all my searching for the right light, the copper light of an ordinary night, at home alone with music and the low hum of something warm, copper glow. Copper light, warm and old. Copper light worth more than gold, in the way it holds the room. Copper light dispelling gloom. Copper light, find me here in the warm and in the clear, amber orange of the late night lamp. Copper light, the perfect clamp on the darkness, keeping back all the sharp and hard and black. With your warm and age glow, copper light, this is all I know. Copper takes its color from its age. The green patina is the copper's wage for years of standing in the open air, of oxidation of the patient wear, that gives the Statue of Liberty her hue. I wanna age like copper into true and beautiful patina, want to wear the copper light of years with grace and care. There are no cold colors in the copper family. Everything is warm, everything can be traced back to that particular sun tone, the particular feeling of coming home to something lit in amber, something low, something that the modern lights don't know how to replicate, can't manufacture. The copper light, the warming factor. Copper light, stay burning long. Copper light, the night's own song. Warm and old and full of years. Copper light, dispersing fears. I wanna tell you about everything that stayed when all the other things were swept and frayed away by time and by the ordinary laws of things we hold too lightly at the cost of never really knowing what we had, until the staying thing was all we had. And it was more than enough, it was the most important thing to stay in the close. Everything that stayed, still here. Everything that stayed still clear and present in the room with me. Everything that stayed, I see. Everything that stayed is what I love. Everything that stayed, push comes to shove, and what remains is what was always real. Everything that stayed, this is what I feel. Gratitude for everything that didn't leave. Everything that stayed, I still believe in what it means to have a thing that holds. Everything that stayed, worth more than gold. The music stayed when other things had gone. The late night and its faithfulness stayed on. The particular feeling of an hour past midnight, the surrendered kind of power that comes from having given up the day. Everything that stayed, the only way I've made it through the difficult and long periods. Everything that stayed, this song. We celebrate departure and the bold, the leaver and the changer, but the old and faithful staying is its own kind of brave. Everything that stayed, the ones who gave their constancy without a need for praise. Everything that stayed through all the days and nights, the music and the low and true. Everything that stayed, it's me.